offense, and with you, the veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. And we get a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. Big play there for the Bills. 35 yards.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
To throw once more, here's Allen. This one caught at the floor. And he's in. What a drive. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, a remembrance the NFL created a couple of years back. What a great job they did, because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. Rodgers on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Forced out left. Now he'll run. And Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the the ground. This is one. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important. As this game unfolds, they get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
A gain of 18.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll get about 2. The veteran Darius Slay. They're on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Cook. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. Rodgers. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Shakir to return. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 2nd down, they need 7. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. He gets this complete to Shakir. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Here's 2nd and 2. Allen gonna give it to Cook. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. The Bills gonna use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. A dive, but he let him too much. It's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock.
And he's into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Steelers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Bills Bills will take over at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bills first down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Samuel going to see what he can do. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
At the 34-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Third and 6. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's into the hands of Coleman.
Complete to 0, Keon Coleman. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 4. On second down, Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third and 2. He'll try and run here with Cook. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
14 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
1st and 10, and it's Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will take a 21-7 lead.
21. Steelers 7.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Run with Cook, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down by Nick Herbig. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have it up for the 1st down. And mark him up at the 39-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw. He finds Metcalf on the slap. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball is thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball is thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
They'll try it now with Warren.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Gun, here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
A run up the middle with Cook. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
They got the guard, Osiris Torres.
Still 1st down.
In motion, Shakir. They'll drop to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Out wide to Warren. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And now you really have to get into your full-speed 2-minute mode, Mike. After that conversion brings up a fresh set of downs, you've got to go, and you've got to go fast.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Here's a big one. This third down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down. So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to get